Hello, squad. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing great. If you're someone who is watching this video just like randomly, and if you're someone who is watching this channel for the first time, this is 11am Coder. This is my coding channel. And if you are just a beginner, I would highly encourage you to go through a playlist called Python Programming in my channel. There are almost 17 videos in it. I would highly suggest you to go through all the videos in a sequential manner so that you won't miss any important concepts to watch for this particular video. In this video, I explain about lists. So let's dive into the topic, that is list. What is meant by a list? List by the name itself conveys it is a collection of items. It is a collection of items. So what is meant by a collection of items? Imagine I want to start a restaurant. So if I want to start a restaurant, first of all, I have to know that what are the skill sets that I have? Like what can I cook? So when I say what can I cook, I know very few items that I can cook or I can make. So I'm naming it as food one. Under the food one, I'm naming it. I can make this ice cream with milk or milk powder. So there is another item that is I'm storing it with the help of food two. Under food two, I'm just storing noodles. So I can make noodles. So there is also another item that I really love it, that is chicken. So these are all the three items that I can cook or I can make for my restaurant. Imagine my business is really growing. So the demand to increase the items will also grow for sure. So since these are only the three items, so it is pretty much enough for me. But if this restaurant is getting grown in future, I have to add more number of items. What if my items has become, let's say, 1,000 items? Then I have to create some 1,000 variable names like food one, food two, and so on, food 1,000. So that's a pretty much tedious task. So instead of that, what if I say there is a workaround for this thing? So instead of creating 1,000 variable names, what we can do is we can just simply create a variable with the name menu. Inside a menu, I'm just using a square brackets. Inside it, I'm opening my double quotes. I'm just passing all these item names here. So I have just copied ice cream. After that, I'm just putting a comma. Now this time noodles, this time chicken. So here it becomes my menu card, which is having three items. What if these three items has become 1,000 items? That doesn't matter for me because I will only be creating a single variable, that is menu, and inside a single variable, I'm going to store all the 1,000 items just by using this comma. So if I want to store four items, so I'm just using this comma and I'm just again starting double quotes. Let's say this time, maybe juices. So and the fifth item would be maybe momos, just like that. So we can store n number of items. There is no end. You can store millions of items as well in a list. So together it becomes a single variable, nothing but a list. So it is a list actually. So if you just want to print this out, for example, I'm just printing this menu. Now what happens? So if I just hit run, it has printed my output as ice cream, noodles, chicken, juices, momos inside a square brackets, because this square bracket indicates that this particular variable that we have just now printed is nothing but a list, right? Okay. So, so this is a list. But how do you know that this is a list? If you want to know what type of data it is, you have to use this type function. Now, if you just save it and if you just run it, see here, it has got run. Now it has given you that this is a list data type. So this particular variable is a kind of list. That's what a list is mean by.